Hey guys, how's everybody doing? So yeah, I figured I would take the opportunity to, I'm not gonna be playing any games today, but I figured I'd take the opportunity to just let everybody see how I'm doing. Just kind of give an update on everything. Thanks, Droll. Thanks for being first. 52 times. Yeah, I've been good. I was a little depressed with everything that happened. It was a... Why is my hat red? Because it is? What, you want me to wear a black hat? I can switch to my black hat if you prefer. Doesn't matter. Red kind of stands out a little bit more. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Lime green would get keyed out. Like this. You wouldn't be able to even see it. That's a Luigi hat. You wouldn't even be able to see it. Anyways, so I've been wearing a sling. And I can't lift my shoulder. I was awake for more than 24 hours on Monday, going into Tuesday, and spent 8 hours in a waiting room. There was x-rays that were taken. So I guess whatever had happened, I managed to somehow take care of it myself to a point where they took x-rays and they looked at them and it wasn't severe enough for me to have to or for me to have to be seen by someone right away. So for those who don't know what happened, so I played hockey on Monday and I was streaming it on Monday, and about halfway through the game, I had a collision in the boards and popped my shoulder out of place. And it basically was done for the rest of the game. Whatever automation I have set up here for the 1 hour ice time that I was playing, kind of did its thing. I had tried doing it last week on Thursday, and it looked like it worked, but there was a slight little issue with the sound. And I think, did I stream on Saturday? Because the game was on Thursday. I think I had streamed on Saturday, and then my game was on Monday. And then I canceled Tuesday's stream because, again, I was up for like more than 24 hours. Like I was dead tired when I finally got home in the afternoon. I did a couple things and then eventually just crashed. Woke up at maybe, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night, was up for an hour, and then went back to bed. Because I had to get to work the next morning. I had a lot of stuff I had to catch up on. And I was trying to figure out what I was going to be doing at work. So the good news is that, I thought that my sling was going to be restricting me. And I thought that my arm as well was going to be restricting me. So luckily it was not the case. And I was able to just kind of work as normal with my computer mouse and my keyboard at work. So this is my good arm. With my good arm, I can lift up and I can go, whatever. With my right shoulder, I can't lift upward. And when my shoulder is down, normally you can kind of move your arm like this. I can't go past about this far with this arm. So it's gonna have to be rehabilitated, I guess. I don't know. I'm going through the motions, trying to figure out what I need to be doing. The good news is that I'm able to kind of use a computer as normal, which is my daily job. And /NL /. Yeah, so it's like I can do whatever I need to with this arm, and I can't lift. I can't do things with this shoulder. So I do have some range of motion. I can't go higher. Just for precautionary reasons. This is my writing hand. Yeah. So I should be able to write Like it's my shoulder. It's not my wrist or my elbow or my hand. So I should be able to use my hand as normal. Um, you know, that was where I was going. Was you know, it's a little gross, but I can wipe, so I'm okay there. Um, yeah, so no problems with that. Um, yeah, it's just gonna be some restricted motion on what exactly I can do. I thought I was gonna have problems being able to actually play games as well, but I think as long as my shoulder is in. Oh, really? No, I use my dominant hand. So as long as my shoulder is kind of in and my elbow is close to my body, um, I shouldn't have too much of a problem if I'm using like a gamepad or something. I just have to be careful to not overdo things, and I should be wearing my sling more than anything. But if I'm just kind of sitting around, not really doing much, and I'll probably have my arm out of the sling. Um, so it pops a little bit, nothing major or anything. But anyways, I don't know what the whip and nene is. I'm not a teenager. So I thought I would show off some of the couple things that happened at the game. And then my team is actually playing. They're starting their game in about 20 minutes. Um, so yeah, I thought it'd give me the opportunity to kind of go over what happened on Monday, and then kind of go from there. So I don't know if Vasha or Moose are here. I don't see their names in the viewer list, but they were messaging me because they were watching on Monday. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think if I go like this here, so this is actually like, uh, so Live Barn is a service that. Oh, Moose is on Minecraft. Okay. But yeah, Moose and Vasha were watching. I think Mike Stone ended up coming in after, and they were watching, and Vasha was messaging me. I think she had messaged something. I guess there was some kind of a delay in the feed. Apparently, I had tripped someone or something. I don't even know what she's talking about. Um, and so she was messaging me about that as I was getting in the dressing room. Um, and I quickly read it, and I thought she was talking about the incident that I was in. Um, so yeah, I don't know. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine, but I'm in a lot of pain, kind of thing. So um, so I'll get into that part in a little bit here, but I thought I would go over this play here. It was like my best opportunity of the game. I was coming in right here on the left, so number 14 right here, where I got a pass across, and I was trying to have the puck here to do a play here, but it kind of bounced off my stick wrong. So I went into the corner, and then I tried to cut into to the front of the net. So I'll just back it up here if I can. And this service in some cases is not the greatest, but yeah, we're just kind of making do with it here. So I guess, yeah, this is it here. So the other defense partner is going to be going off here, and eventually I come on. So he passes the puck off. And so I'm going to be coming on in a second here. You'll see me coming in right here. And I kind of bobble the puck and then just try to cut in the middle and almost get a pretty good scoring chance there. Now, I don't know if this was on the same shift, but it was about, yeah, I think it was so it was not the same shift. It was like closer to 10 o'clock. So if I kind of fast forward here, I'll have to try to see if I can find the play. But when I remembered something while it had happened, and I was trying to figure out what actually had happened, but I was still in too much of a shock to actually want to watch the replay. When eventually I saw the replay, it made me a little bit more upset of what happened, because I probably could have played it differently. However, it seems like it was something that was the fault of the other player. So this guy here, number 88, is who pushed me into the boards. So I wasn't pleased when I saw that. So again, I don't know, and it just keeps buffering sometimes here, so I don't remember exactly. Actually, I wonder if I took some, I'd saved some clips on my phone. I don't know if the clips themselves tell me the time of, no, it doesn't. I thought maybe it would tell me the time of the game, because I can see, oh, it's not even showing everything for you guys. There's a scoreboard in the top left of the screen, but you're not seeing it. Anyways, I don't know exactly what time. See, I'm on the ice right here. You can't see, like, I'm right here. So it would be sometime after that, probably. Yeah, so there, I'm flat on the ice right here. So it's right around here. So you can already see right here, this is me with the other guy, and I'm trying to separate him from the puck. And by doing this, he's trying to get, he's obviously trying to get possession before I can, and he ends up pushing me as I end up falling into the boards, and that's where the incident happens. I'm wondering if I can actually switch to the panoramic view, and then I can zoom in, so it'll actually like give you a better idea. So let's go back here, and then I can like zoom in. Okay, so let's just play it out here until it gets to kind of that point. I kind of zoom in here. So I'm trying to make a play, and I end up losing the puck. Now my teammate, I don't know what he's doing, so he loses it there, and now the play starts to go the other way. So now I have to rush to get back into position, thinking that this guy is going to get the puck right away. He ends up passing it to this guy instead. So now again, I'm like, okay, well, I need to get into position. And so now the play's going back the other way. Now he misses the pass right here. So because he misses the pass, I'm thinking, okay, I have a chance here to beat him to the puck, and that's where I start to go as fast as I can. So I'm at probably near top speed here. So now I'm trying to separate him from the puck, and I put myself against him, which was probably a mistake. I probably should have just tried to go as fast as I can to go to the puck. And that's where that was the mistake. So, and then I'll just play the rest out here so you can see what happens. I'll kind of place this kind of like this, I guess. And so this is what happened. And so in that moment, my shoulder popped when I hit the boards. Popped out of place, dislocated, whatever you want to call it. And so at that point, I, obviously freaking out. I'm not sure what's going on, and I just kind of rolled on the ice for a bit. You can see my feet are kicking because I'm in pain. Rolled onto my back, and just excruciating pain. Not sure what to do, and to eventually sit myself up to try and address whatever's going on with my shoulder, which is currently popped out right now. My teammate leans over in front of me and eventually says he heard something pop when I was popping it back into position. There was a lot of adrenaline, a lot of fear. My hands were numb, and my arm was shaking, and all I could worry about was trying to get my arm back into position, like put my shoulder back into position. And I wasn't even, it was almost like there was ringing. I just was focused on the pain, and I felt it pop back into place. And then my teammate said he heard the pop, so I didn't even hear the pop. It was just based on the feeling, and that the pain and like right away started to go away. And so then it was a decision of like, what do I do at this point? So I decided to go back in the dressing room. The thing is that when I got into the dressing room, my thought was, okay, I need to assess what's going on now. And I took off all my upper equipment. So my helmet, my shoulder pads, my elbow pads, my gloves, my jersey. and I started trying to figure out what was going on with my shoulder. And my first thought was to stretch up, and that was a mistake. So now I'm sitting in the dressing room with my shoulder popped again, and I'm screaming in pain. I'm alone in the dressing room, and what felt like it was like 5 minutes, it may have been half a minute to a minute, of me trying to get my shoulder back in place. And then from there, it was just freak out, scared, trying to figure out what to do. And I contacted my wife and told her what was going on. I contacted my boss because he's a hockey guy as well, and I was asking him for his opinion and told him that I was probably not going to be at work the next day. So yeah, it was a lot. There's a lot of shock for me. I've never been in this situation. I've had shoulder problems before, but nothing like this. And so now is basically a recovery time where I'm not going to be playing any more hockey until like I'm going to Florida in the end of February. So I don't want to end up in a situation where, okay, I'm cleared to play and then I hurt myself again before going on my trip. So I'm just not going to be playing until maybe after the season's done, and the team is supposed to be playing playoffs maybe in March. So it's a long recovery. I talked to someone today. They're suggesting like it could be like an 8-week recovery. So I'm just going to take it day by day and see kind of how that goes. But yeah, that's basically what happened to me on Monday. So this is a little bit over halfway through the game, and then I was basically done. So yeah, at least I got like, a couple decent chances. Like I think I tried setting up something. I don't think I got any points that night, but anyways, I'll rewind here so you can see the whole thing again. If you're squeamish, I guess I should have probably, warned you before, but if you're squeamish, like, so the play is kind of starting here. Oh, let me rewind here. And so I think it's just however I was angled in towards the boards that the pressure of my arm hitting the boards ended up popping it out. So anyways, it is what it is. There were people that were messaging me that that night, and so I wanted to watch my team's game tonight, and I thought, give me an opportunity to chat a little bit about what exactly had happened on Monday. I wrote that message saying I probably wouldn't be streaming for a while. I feel like that might change now that I have a little bit more movement. It's been a couple days since I got the sling. It's now been 3 days since this happened, almost 3 days, and yeah, I'm still going to be limited on things that I can do, but I think we'll probably be able to just do normal streams, and then I can just sit here and play some games like I normally was doing. So at least I'll still be able to do that. So yeah, anyways, that's the update. Just to let everybody know what happened on Monday, and I'm doing fine. I'm working through it. Just dance stream. No. And just dance would probably be one where it's like probably some arm motions in there too. So I'm not going to be doing that. But anyways, let me shut that off, and the game's going to start in about 5 minutes here. So let me get that organized really quickly here. If anybody has any questions about what happened and wants to know like what I went through at either the hospital or something, like feel free to feel free to ask. I don't mind. Basically, I was in a waiting room for like 8 hours. I was there at just after midnight, and which one is this here? This one. They were. I think they said they had like one doctor. Yeah, so the guys are just getting on the ice here.